Look, keeping the issue of the undocumented Irish to the top of the agenda is an absolute priority for myself and my party, Fianna Fáil. I think that one of the areas that we need to look at, obviously Vice President Biden will be visiting shortly, and I think every opportunity should be used to raise the plight of, probably 50,000 is the figure that's used. I put it as probably significantly more now, and we're all aware of what it means for a person and that person's family living undocumented in relation to restriction of travel, also the presence bars that the US have brought in, that for someone to come back if they're seen to overstay their waiver, they can be barred for a period between 3 and 10 years. These are elements that need to be worked on. What I would ask is that the government to outline a programme with regard to a schedule of meetings. The Patrick's Day are important and Patrick's Week, but from feedback that I have received in the past in relation to it, it needs to be a constant. Okay. Thanks, and I would ask that be something that the Minister bear in mind, and to use the visit of Vice President Biden to raise this matter again.
Deputy Minister.
Yeah, look, I agree entirely, Chairman, and it's not good enough on the big days. There's loads of opportunities. Outside of that, even on Friday, I met with Kevin Cullen from the Boston Globe, and we have to look at a way of keeping up that engagement and keeping it consistent. And there's a lot of things outside of our control. Obviously, the presidential election coming up, and there is a debate going on. Loud debate going on in relation to immigration, particularly on the Republican side, and we're all aware of that. But in the meantime, we can be using all our network, with a natural network with the United States, and with people outside of the Irish gene pool as well, like Republican Congressman Jim Sensenbrenner, who introduced a bill, who's on, with advocates out there, with people who are working in a very sensible way. And while there was wholehearted welcome for the initially by President Obama's executive action, even within that there were weaknesses for a lot of people. I'm thinking of one man from my own county that has no children, so there were people left out of that as well.
Yeah, just briefly, thank you. Look, this is something I'll return to on a regular basis, I can assure you, but look, it does appear the Obama plan as such is dead. Even if the federal courts rule on that shortly, it'll still require legislation in Congress. We have a presidential election, as we know, in November, and there will be a change of president at that stage. I would ask the department to seriously look at improving reciprocal arrangements for US citizens coming to Ireland. We may have to be selfish about this and not pool our own Irish citizens in with other undocumented citizens from other nationalities. We should look at improving visa arrangements for US citizens coming and working in Ireland, because there are difficulties from time to time there. To look at maybe a reciprocal arrangement of what we can give, because the most recent figures as well, we are a big trading partner with the US, but that works both ways. We're one of the 10th biggest trading partner insofar as Irish investment in the US. So it's not us coming out with a cap in hand. I just ask you to keep it on the agenda and look at improved reciprocal arrangements and looking at a bilateral deal where possible.
Thank you, Deputy Minister.
Just briefly, I mean, it works between America and Australia with the E3 visa. I think it's a sensible enough suggestion, and there are situations here where there are American citizens having challenges in relation to visas in this country. So, yeah, I mean, look, I think we have to be constructive. We have to be sensible about it as well, that there's things that we can do on this side of the pond, and it's not just a one-way street. So I look forward to working with you on it, Deputy, and I know there's many people from different parties that have a very, very strong interest on this issue. It affects us all. There's people in your own constituencies that, have children in America. They can't come home. They're worried about maybe a potential funeral, on the other side a celebration of a wedding, and they know they can't be part of that, and we all know the difficulty.
Thank you, Minister.